Every gardener, homesteader or survivalist knows that food scarcity isn't just a modern problem. It has shaped human ingenuity for centuries. Yet few people realize just how much of what we throw away can be transformed into nourishment. From kitchen scraps to yard waste, garbage is often teeming with untapped potential. In a world where sustainable practices and self-reliance are more critical than ever, learning to turn waste into food is not only practical, it's revolutionary. The truth is, what most people see as trash can be the foundation for thriving gardens, nutrient-rich soil, and even direct edible crops. Understanding this hidden potential separates casual gardeners from those who cultivate abundance in even the tightest spaces. Kitchen scraps are not waste, they are your secret gardening allies. Every peel, stem and leftover from your meals contains nutrients that plants crave. Potato skins, carrot tops, and even the fibrous ends of celery can be fed to worms or directly buried to enrich soil. When decomposed properly, these scraps release nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, and trace minerals that accelerate plant growth and soil fertility. For example, placing a layer of chopped vegetable scraps under a thin covering of soil in a small raised bed creates a micro-compost layer that nourishes seedlings naturally. This method not only reduces the amount of waste sent to landfills, but also creates a closed-loop system in which your food scraps fuel future harvests. Fruit peels and cores are natural superfoods for your soil. While many focus on vegetables, fruit remains are often overlooked in backyard cultivation. Apple cores, banana peels and citrus rinds are rich in sugars and nutrients that attract beneficial microbes and worms. When incorporated into compost piles or worm bins, they help accelerate decomposition and increase microbial activity, which is vital for healthy soil. Even without a compost system, burying fruit scraps near the roots of berry bushes or fruit trees can provide localized feeding zones, enhancing growth and improving taste over time. Historical homesteaders often relied on this technique to maximize yields from minimal inputs, demonstrating the timeless value of strategic recycling. Coffee grounds and eggshells are tiny treasures with big impacts. Two items most people discard daily, coffee grounds and eggshells, have outsized effects on garden productivity. Coffee grounds provide a mild acidity, enriching soil for acid-loving plants like tomatoes, blueberries and peppers. Eggshells, when crushed, supply calcium that strengthens plant cell walls, preventing blossom end rot in tomatoes and peppers. Integrating these small scraps into your soil or compost is an effortless way to recycle kitchen waste into essential nutrients, turning everyday garbage into a powerful gardening resource. Yard waste can feed both soil and edible crops. You know, grass clippings, fallen leaves and small branches often get thrown out, but they are actually nutrient-rich resources if used wisely. Shredded leaves act as mulch, retaining moisture and reducing weeds, while decomposing grass adds nitrogen to the soil. Small branches can be chipped or used to build raised bed edges or hugelkultur mounds, an age-old method that layers wood and soil to create fertile planting beds. By understanding how each piece of yard waste interacts with your garden ecosystem, you can turn what seems like trash into the backbone of a thriving food system. Worms are the ultimate garbage-to-food converters. Perhaps the most underappreciated link between waste and edible crops is the worm. Worms consume food scraps and transform them into castings, a nutrient-dense natural fertilizer that dramatically improves plant growth. Setting up a simple worm bin in your backyard allows you to convert vegetable peelings, fruit cores, coffee grounds and other scraps into black gold for your garden. Even beginners can create a thriving worm ecosystem by layering scraps, maintaining moisture, and occasionally stirring to aerate the system. This method demonstrates how garbage can directly become food, as healthier soil yields more abundant, nutrient-rich crops. The wisdom of the past. Historical practices really show the power of turning waste into sustenance. During times of scarcity, families and communities often relied on creative ways to recycle food waste. You see, root vegetables would regrow from scraps, fruit pits would sprout new trees, and vegetable ends were used to propagate new plants. By understanding these historical methods, modern gardeners can replicate the same strategies today. For instance, celery bases placed in shallow water can produce fresh stalks, carrot tops regrow greens that are edible, and potato eyes can produce entirely new plants. These techniques illustrate that garbage, when approached with knowledge and care, becomes an ongoing food source rather than refuse. Let's talk about some practical steps to integrate garbage into your garden ecosystem. Start by categorizing your scraps. Soft food like fruit and vegetable peelings, hard shells like eggs or nuts, and fibrous yard waste. Then determine how each category can be used. Worms for soft scraps, mulch for fibrous material, soil amendment for eggshells and coffee grounds. Layer materials strategically, maintaining moisture and allowing decomposition to occur gradually. Monitor plant response and adjust input quantities over time. With consistent practice, you'll see your garden thrive, fueled almost entirely by what would otherwise be discarded. The idea of turning garbage into food is both practical and transformative, isn't it? By rethinking what we consider waste, we can feed our gardens, enrich our soil, and even propagate new crops, creating a sustainable loop that reduces waste and increases self-reliance. From kitchen scraps to yard clippings, every discarded item can become an opportunity for growth. So, if this guide opened your eyes to the hidden potential of everyday waste, subscribe to Farm Logic for more practical, research-backed gardening strategies, and share this video with fellow gardeners, homesteaders, and history enthusiasts who want to turn trash into thriving food systems.